but you don't want. Don't tell me heaven's waiting for the sun. God is ready when you're ready.
Welcome again to I Collect Thrift interviews. We are here with Giselle, like you know, and we are about to go into our second segment. Let's talk back about that whole variety of sizes and colors and whatnot. Isn't the beauty of thrifting the mere fact that you get that one item, that very one piece that is rare that nobody else can get? So I mean, it wouldn't be a bad idea to open a store.
Yeah, it wouldn't be, but I don't know. I just don't see myself as being like a shop owner. I like to do a lot of different things, and I don't think selling clothes would be one of the things.
No, you're just more interested in buying than you are selling. Okay, cool. We go back into this juxtaposition between there's streetwear that is design, right? Made by design, and then there's streetwear that people will go out to thrift for. And then there's like a competition there. There's those boys or those girls, that group of people that buy clothes, and then there's that group of people that go and buy second-hand clothes. But they've got similarities and whatnot. Street style, it's your fashion, whatever you call it. Why do you think about the competition in there between the original clothing that people call them and the second-hand clothing?
I think sometimes people would opt for like second-hand because they don't have maybe enough money to support local designers. And I feel like it's something that maybe, like, I don't know how to even explain it, but like I think it's something that ties back into like the economy and how things are. People would rather go and buy a t-shirt for 5 rand than go and support a designer that is like a t-shirt for like 400 rand. And it's also understandable because the way things are looking in our economy, things are bad. But like I feel like if people had the means, I feel like people would support.
Okay, fair enough. I'd just like to understand something. Let's just say, for argument's sake, we got rid of that whole mentality of if you buy original clothing, you're richer. Let's just say, for argument's sake, we're not brand slaves or brand, I don't want to say whores, brand slaves.
Yeah.
Do you think that people who are designers would still make as much money as they do today?
Yes. Yeah, that's a tough one. Sure, I don't know, eh? That's a really tough question. Wow. I don't know. I literally don't know. Like, I don't even know if even start to like even dissect this question. Like, I don't know.
Take your time.
Yeah. I think it also comes down to what kind of style the person is into. Like, if you really, really like a specific designer, you'll go out of your way, whether you think you're going to be a brand slave or whatever. If you like that brand, you'll support it, you know. So yeah, I think it's a very like subjective thing. Like, people have like their own opinions in terms of like the style that they want to go into, the items they buy, and I think it's something that people have to make like that personal decision into like why they support who, and you know.
Okay, do you sometimes feel as though thrift items in some way inspire the kind of garments that designers come up with?
Personally, not necessarily. That's just my personal opinion. I just feel like literally you can go to the thrift, there's a bale of clothes, you'll find just a random denim. It's up to the person how they style it and how they wear it. That sort of like, then you can say maybe designers are looking at how the young people are styling their items and then creating designs from that. So I think it's just like this whole thing of young people taking like making something out of nothing, basically. Yeah.
What is the cheapest garment or the most least expensive
Okay.
garment you have
From
in your
Thrift.
closet?
I bought a denim skirt, a button-up denim skirt from the Thrift for R5. I lost my mind when I got that skirt.
For R5.
Literally R5.
Imagine. And what is the most expensive thrift item you have in your closet?
A jacket.
Mm-hmm.
It's a bomber jacket. I got it for like 150, but I think it was worth it because of like the season, the quality. Like, it's yeah.
I mean, just listen to that. How I could give you 1,000 rands right now, and depending on what your style is, what you are into, who you support, like you can come up with like different amounts of clothes.
Yeah,
If I give you 1,000 rand right now and you walk into Mr. Price, or if you walk into Legit, you'd come out like plus minus what 2-3 items.
Yeah,
But if I give you 1,000 rands right now and you go down to that thrift corner by MTN,
Yeah.
how many
I would
bags do you
just
think
buy-
that would be?
I
You probably
think
wouldn't even spend that whole grand,
yeah, I
right?
doubt. I doubt I'd spend everything. I probably would because I just love clothes. But I feel like I'd get a lot.
So you just, there's no one or anything apart from the thrifters that you like, I mean from home, that inspire you to have this whole old school vibe to yourself? Because I can see you've got this whole old school vibe to yourself. You know, you're modern, but you've got that touch of, hey man, I've got this vintage look. So who inspired that? Is there anyone at home
my
or?
aunt, yeah,
Your
my aunt. She's bought second-hand clothes her whole life. So like she also inspired a lot of the things that I'm wearing today.
Does your aunt know that?
Yeah, we go second-hand shopping together, so like she knows.
Even better. And then, if let's just say that there's somebody watching us right now and they've been wanting to get into the culture of thrift, but they do not know where to go.
Yeah.
Where would you like
Do you just
suggest they go?
Jump right into the deep end, go to MTN.
Right into the deep
Right
end, right?
into the deep end. I personally love taking risks, so I feel like you shouldn't start small, just go big or go home.
And let's just say, okay, they don't know how to go about it. What would your personal advice be to somebody who wants to get into the culture of thrifting? What would your advice be? Like, how do they go about it? How do they get into it? How do they stick with it? Because, you know, there's a lot of people that say, I'm a thrifter, I thrift. But the person will thrift for like literally 3 months, and then after that, they're done. Because I think thrifting is this culture of, you adapt this culture of, when I have money or when I have time, I'm gonna go buy secondhand clothing because I like it, because that's my style, that's how I can best put out my outfits. So how would you give somebody advice
I
to
think
go
the
about it?
best thing is like having someone that you know that actually does go thrifting. I think that makes life so much easier because they will teach you the cheat codes, they'll show you the like best areas to, you know, to thrift. So yeah, I think it's best to just find someone that thrifts and like just stick with them.
Right, thank you. Are there any current projects that you're working on that are thrift related or fashion related?
I'm currently working on a short film, but I can't really get into detail about it. And I'm doing a lot of creative direction for little small projects. So yeah, you guys need to stick to my gram. I'll give my Instagram handle, you just follow me on Instagram, the Maximalist, the.maximalist on Instagram, socials, everywhere. No Facebook, but just Twitter and Instagram. Yeah, and I'll
Okay, that's where everyone is going to find out about what's been happening with you. All right, then thank you very much, Giselle, once again for joining us on today's interview of I Collect Thrift Interviews. You've been such a lovely guest. Oh, my hat is falling off. You've been such a lovely guest. Thank you so much for allowing us to host you. By the way, today was the second I Collect Thrift Interviews, and we featured our very own Giselle. As you can see, she looks very lovely. She looks very nice. Thank you for joining us. Until next time. Bye.